Hi, everybody. Tatyana Sturm here with the Stork team. Just wanted to give you a quick market update. We're almost mid-January, so I've got Mike from Long Peaks Lending on with me, and so I'm just going to chat a little bit about where we're sitting at here in the real estate market in January, and then we'll touch on the interest rates, and we'll plan on checking in with you guys once a month just to give you this monthly market update. So
Absolutely.
um, last year was a very interesting year. We had a lot more inventory than we have seen in the past. We actually hit over 20,000 active listings in the Denver market, which again, we haven't seen that for over a decade. So, um, good opportunity for buyers out there to get into the market and negotiate more with sellers. But whether you're buying or whether you're selling, there's definitely some seasonality to our market, and it's almost like clockwork, with the exception of 2020, right? Everything was
Yeah,
kind of a
that
little
was a,
bit,
that was a,
uh,
the
a
asterisk
little
year.
bit. So if we hop into these market stats on the MLS, can you pull that up, Mike, for me?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So let me just zoom in on this a little bit more so you can see this from my end. But you can see here, this is our prices over the last 5 years. And if you go across the board again, with the exception of 2020, but if you look from 21 to 24, you'll notice that as we come into January, prices are lower. As we head into the springtime, prices start rising. And typically we peak in May and June. Last year, we peaked a little bit earlier in April, and we saw those prices hold stable April, May, June, and then into August, we saw those prices dip down a little bit, and that's completely normal. But just keep in mind that these are closed prices, right? So if we see the numbers peaking in April of 686, that means that closing in April and they're going on the market and under contract probably right in February and March. So typically the best time for sellers is the first 6 months of the year. If you're a buyer, you're going to probably be having more competition, less negotiation. And as we head into third and fourth quarter, we generally see our inventory levels go up, and it's just like supply and demand, right? So when the supply goes up, demand comes down, and that's where we see those prices soften a little bit. So just some timing to think about if you're thinking about buying or selling, so that you know what you can expect depending on the time of year that you purchase or sell.
Absolutely. Well, I think conversely with that, rates kind of follow same trends. They kind of ebb and flow throughout the investment year. But as we look at where things have gone and where things sit now versus where they were a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, you can kind of see that unfortunately, obviously, things are all up a little bit from where we were, especially a year ago at this point. Generally across the board, somewhere in the neighborhood of a half a point higher, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, it still it gives you a lot of opportunity on the buying side to really be um, uh, really get a great deal, I think, on those homes and those home values. These are obviously things to follow, but if you're in the market for any of the government loans, so VA or FHA, obviously sitting a lot lower than your conventional loans right now. So maybe an opportunity for you to try a different loan program out if that's something that'll help you with your affordability. One thing really to note there as we look at how things are coming and going in our market right now, we do seem to be on the higher side of the 52-week range. So read into that what you want. It's either going to come down or we're going to reset the market, right? If I had that crystal ball, I don't know if there'd be a beach in my background, I'm pretty sure. But for right now, this is where things are. And as you can see, today we're down a little bit, right? So we're coming back down. So every day is its own challenge, but here are where the rates are. And truthfully, up from last year at this time, but really all in all, not terrible from where they had been, in the year prior to that. So certainly, still a good time to buy and jump into that home.
Yeah. Again, if you're waiting on the sidelines to buy, our advice is jump in right now. Home values are still going up. We went up. Denver market saw a value increase of 4.5% in 2024. So I don't think home values are going to be coming down. Maybe the growth is slowing down slightly. but they're going to continue to rise. So it's better to get into the market and own a home and reap those benefits so that years down the road you have equity built up.
Absolutely. Well, Todd, thanks for that advice. Thanks for sharing that info. I hope you stay warm out there. We'll see you
Oh
next
yeah,
time.
stay warm, and I'll look forward to seeing what happens a month from now because January things aren't quite. People are starting to get off the fence, but the market quite hasn't heated up. It's typically February when we get a good indication of what springtime is going to be like in our Denver market.
Absolutely. Well, look forward to seeing you next month. We'll talk rates and prices and all those things. Talk to you then.
Okay, see ya. Bye.
Bye.